What's up, y'all? It's the Crown Priestess, and I'm here to do a collective message about love. With Venus being in retrograde and in the sign of Leo, I feel like there's no better time than to talk about that heart space, all right? Um, so, anybody who is in a commitment, loosely involved, got somebody specific on their mind, and it really doesn't matter what phase you're in. Okay, there could be messages in this reading for you. Okay, so if you're not in love, or you don't want to be in love, just click it off. It's all good. It's not a problem. Everybody don't want to be there. Everybody don't give a fuck about that, and that's okay. But this particular collective message, I do feel called to do a love reading, okay? So it's going to be a little bit for everybody. We'll do all signs toward the end. But take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. Put that thing down, flip it and reverse it, how you see fit. And do not shoot me over no small shit like me saying she or he or they or feminine or masculine. Like, please and thank you. If you on that type of shit, you probably shouldn't even be watching spiritual readings. And that's real talk. So I said what I said. Alrighty. Somebody misses you. Okay. I'm getting just oracle messages now first. Ooh. Ooh. Somebody said, ooh. Lethal. Okay, I see what happened here with it. Because somebody feels like they're not on your level, like they don't have a certain status. Maybe you require a certain status, and not saying that you're necessarily saying that out your mouth, but you hold yourself to a certain caliber, a certain standard, and somebody feels like they're not enough for you. Yeah, look, popular or famous on the bottom. There's something about you that's like really leveled up. Maybe you are in the spotlight to some degree, or this person is, and somebody feels like they don't measure up. But I feel like this person is missing you. They're longing for you. They want to feel your body. Okay, I want to feel your body. I want to marry you. Sometimes, dang. Oh no, I read that one already. Is there someone else? Okay, that makes sense. All right, so this person could also be wondering if your interests lie in other places. Okay, if you're seeing someone else, if you're openly dating other people, I feel like something about your life is kept private, especially when it comes to like the social stuff, the romantic stuff. If you're dating, whatever, your love life seems to be um, very private. And so I think for a lot of you, actually, that you're not really seeing anybody, but this person feels like, how could you not be seeing somebody? That's what it is, because you're just too good looking. You have too much going for yourself. Like, you just, you're the whole package type shit. So it's like, I know you seeing somebody. Like, there's no way. But for some of you, maybe you're not. Maybe there are plenty of people interested in you. I can see that very clear. But it doesn't mean that you're necessarily out there, putting yourself out there or anything like that. It's just perception. It's perception. So this person does wonder if you're seeing someone else, if you are loosely involved, if you're committed. Okay. I just heard bell of the ball, whatever that means for you. All right. I do feel like a lot of you are stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to a particular person. You're not sure. Yep, with the death card at the bottom. I feel like for a lot of you, this has been a situation in the past that you had to let go of, that you had to, just separate yourself from. But this is coming back around, and now you're wondering if it's worth, you know, taking that leap, taking that step with this individual. Get it, even if it's loosely involved, like if it's even worth getting loosely involved, things of that nature. I do say the physical attraction is uncanny between you and this person. They definitely think about you sexually a lot. And I think you also think about them in this way. There's a deep desire here, very very physically attracted energy. Okay, let's get into it. Oh yeah, I think that a lot of you have been really patient. This person is having a hard time resisting you. Okay, when it comes to the physicalities of it all. So literally, when it comes to like actually having sex, even like kissing on you, feeling on you, this person really wants to. They want to touch your body. Okay, like touch my body. They really want to touch your body. Is the energy that I'm getting off of this. But I do feel that they have a lot of restraints. Okay, now I'll say this for some of you, this person does find where to release that energy. I don't feel like those, I feel like those are empty connections though. Okay, this person can have a history of sort of being like a player, being in and out, being a fuck boy, a fuck girl, like a, somebody who lacks boundaries in their sacral area. But I feel like it's because like lately it's been because of this restraint towards you. Ooh, that sounds so messy, right? Like the person that they want to fuck, they can't fuck, so they like going to whoever, right? Tom, Dick, Harry, Lucy, Sally, and Jen, but they're not being fulfilled is the thing. Like I think this person is coming into a space where they're starting to realize they want more than just the surface level stuff. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting this is especially if this is a masculine energy. There is this sort of maturity that's starting to that they can't even ignore. Like I feel like whoever this is, it's like for a long time they just did what it did, like whatever, like I'm just gonna get my rocks off because I'm human and I have needs, and it's like now that's not even enough. Like they're coming into an age, they're coming into a space where they like, this. I don't even want to fuck these people. Like I don't even want to have these meaningless encounters because at the end of the night, I'm still thinking about someone else. Like that's kind of what it's boiling down to. And it's that energy, right, where like people, you kind of just, and I've said this to people, I've heard this in conversation from married folk like that have been together for years, and it really boils down to, do we like each other? Are we friends? Do we love each other outside of the sex, outside of whatever we look like, in the beauty and the handsome, and all of that shit fades. Like at some point y'all both gonna be too old to lift a leg up. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's like at that point, do we even like each other? Like, are we really friends? Are you really my person? Like, can I really sit down and watch movies with you and laugh with you and sit and do nothing with you, right? Like, sometimes you don't do nothing with your person. I know I've done that. Like, I do that all the time. Like, me and he who shall not be named, we sit down and do nothing. Like, literally, I'm in my phone, he watching some weird shit on TV, and we don't have to talk. We don't have to nothing, but we're there with each other. Like, my feet are just like up on his lap. He's like, he's like rubbing my thigh, and nobody doing shit. Like, we not talking, we not saying nothing, but it's okay. Like, like we are comfortable with that. So that's really what this person is coming into enlightenment about, is like, it's not enough to just go out and get a piece of ass anymore, especially when I'm thinking about a specific person all the time. Like, this person is really having a hard time holding back from you. And I feel like that they're going to change that. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune, this is moving forward. It's fated that this person comes toward you. And I do feel like it's not the first rodeo for a lot of y'all. This is somebody um, resurfacing, okay, with this energy. It's not like I'm not getting new from this. Not with that Knight of Wands and that Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Okay, so this person definitely wants to offer you something. I'm also getting there's another, because there's a lot of twos emphasized here. So I do feel like some of you could be considering multiple options, or you currently have multiple suitors, and you're facing a lot of conflict when it comes to making this decision, because It could be that for some, in some cases, you love one of these people and not the other. But let's say, for example, that makes sense. But anyway, like you love one of these people more, and maybe not the other, or you love one more than the other. Um, but it's like the one that you love is not meeting your standards, and the new person or the person that you're dating, but maybe you're not heartfelt for, is actually providing all the things that you do want. And so this becomes a challenge within because it's like, fuck, I can literally live a beautiful life here and get everything I want, but what if I never fucking fall in love with this person, and is that fair to them? Or I can be with the person that I love with all my heart and kind of just have the hope, pray a miracle pops out that this person becomes who I need them to be for me. Okay, I feel like a lot of you are stuck in that place right now. And I do feel like overall your decision comes out very successful, okay, with the Ten of Pentacles. But Spirit is definitely saying, like, start slow, okay? With both of these energies, I feel like whether it's a new person or somebody who is returning from the past, you need to really take it as light as possible. Take the friendly approach to this. You know, you see how innocent this little elf looks, and his eyes are like really full of wonder, and he's happy. And, you know, this is the page of presence. So I feel like it needs to be sort of, it needs to start very friendly, very small, like let's go out for coffee or let's take a walk in the park, you know. And this person, both these people, I feel like want to offer something this way, but I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to maybe take initiative in a lot of these circumstances because you'll know how much is too much, if that makes sense, right? Like if you leave it up to them to make this a plan or whatever, there may be some rushed energy, you know, like as far, especially as far as like sex goes, especially with this old energy because they've been like beasting to get their hands on you. So I feel like you need to kind of take things a little slow. And so in that being the situation, it is probably better that you lead to some degree, okay? And I know that that can be challenging for some people, especially feminine energies, but I feel like in any case they will follow your lead, okay? Whoever you are, you know where you stand in this, they will follow your lead, okay? So if you're taking things slow, they will take things slow. If you are trying to rush things along, then they're gonna rush things along. But be what you need to be so that this person can sort of mirror how it is that you're moving through this space. Okay. Wow, that mirroring shit keep coming up. Like I did like a private reading and that came up specifically for somebody as well. Okay. Very nice. Some of you, I feel like some of you have you're about to come into a space where you're like reaping rewards for some things that you manifested a long time ago or that you invested in a long time ago, whether spiritually invested or physically invested. I feel like those fruits are coming to labor now. A lot of you are getting a new car. There's a new car here, or you're traveling very soon. Could be traveling for the holiday for those of you who celebrate Independence Day. Okay, Independence Day. You could be traveling, you can be taking a trip, a little getaway, something like that. I do feel like there's definitely movement in a vehicle here, so a car, a bus, a train, maybe something with wheels specifically. Um, but you're getting something that you have been long awaited for. I do feel like there's good news attached to this trip. Okay, so I don't know if the good news is coming before the trip or after the trip or before you get this new car or after, but there's good news attached to this car, okay? Attached to this trip. It's definitely a car for some of you because I keep saying car. Yeah, Ten of Cups. Wow. Wow, again, and the Seven of Pentacles twice. You've been waiting a really long time to see something blossom, to see, you know, if your hard work has paid off in some way, if this thing, right, to basically see what has grown from the seed you planted. And I do feel like you're getting that. very much so, especially in terms of love. Some of you are taking a trip with this person, or this person is inviting you on a trip. That's mad funny. I'm not gonna put myself in this, but that I just said something and it just made all the sense. But anyway, some of you are getting invited to go somewhere with this person, or you're inviting someone to go somewhere. I do feel like it's a good idea that you do go. Spirit is encouraging that you go to this. You will have a really nice time. I do also feel like you get to see a different side of someone. So, Spirit is definitely encouraging any type of quality time. Okay, like that could be a big part of this person's love language as well, is quality time, especially if you're somebody who's been holding back or not getting out as much as, you know, this person would have liked you to. If you say yes to this, I think it'll make their day, let alone, it'll make their fucking year, I think, or their summer at minimum, let alone their day. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's get some advice on that message. What is your advice? I would say the biggest advice, yep, Seven of Swords and Temperance is hilarious to me. And then I pulled the sun. Okay, great, great. Is that the Four of Wands? Of course it is. Anyway, I'm not gonna look at those. But your advice right now is to definitely move in silence. Okay, I would say, and take things very slowly. Once again, you're. We want to start, especially for those of you who have more than one option. Okay, I'm speaking specifically to the people, but or especially to the people, right? Because it's for everybody, but especially to those of you who know you kind of have more than one situation going on. You have more than one suitor, and you have like this big decision to make, ultimately about where you want to be or what you want to do with yourself. Um, you're being advised to really take your time, to really do things in moderation, be very passive with your energy when it comes to these people, when it comes to how you are devoting yourself romantically, okay? Because you don't want to rush in or get anything, especially when there's more than one person, you know, and you haven't even, you know, especially when you like have feelings involved and all that stuff. You don't want to make any sudden fucking changes right now, okay? That's what Spirit is saying. Like, take it slow, take the friendly route, you know. You don't gotta necessarily friend zone people, but there's something that is really being emphasized about you just kind of letting it flow very slowly and naturally. Okay, like think of a stream. Okay, a stream is very slow, effortless moving water. It's not aggressive. It's not like big waves. It's not a river that's like doing the most. It's just like very nice and serene and peaceful. And you know, there is this energy surrounding the fact that um, to avoid chaos, okay, like that's what they're saying to me. Avoid chaos in these situations, because I feel like some of y'all a little messy, no shade, so, like you're a little messy, and you tend to like, some of you you get a little big-headed, maybe, you know, there's a lack of humble here where you feel like, bitch, you know, like I'm that girl, I got all the hoes, I got all the niggas, you know, whatever, and the man feel like, you know, he's God's gift to women, and these bitches can keep their hands off of me, and there is no need for that right now, like, because it's only going to be detrimental if you move in that way. So your advice is to like really be easy, you know, less is more. Less is definitely more in this situation. Don't be telling everybody all your fucking business. You need to move quietly, you know, quietly and privately until you make a final decision. Because if you're telling too many people what's going on, too many hands in the cookie jar, you know, like what a lot of times we are sharing things with friends, with family, or we're doing shit kind of recklessly and not being careful and being discreet about stuff. And unfortunately, there are too many eyes and ears that cannot handle information very well. And so shit starts to get tangled, and it just starts to get messy and just a mess, and I can't. So Spirit is saying, work diligently to keep discretion until you can come into a space where you're like, okay, this is my choice. Whether it's to be with one of these people or whether it's to just walk in on your own, okay? Alrighty, let's get some extra. Let's get one oracle. I just want one. And then we'll do the signs, okay? One oracle to represent this love message. Privileged lady, and it's so funny because main female at the bottom, okay? And these are ideally two different women. And so I want to this is confirmation that a lot of you are in a situation where you have more than one suitor at this point, okay? And as long as you single and you ain't faking it with nobody, do you, boo? All right, as you should. You should have more than one option. You should be ready and willing to explore your options. All right. I'm not speaking to nobody who married or nothing like that. That's your business. I'm not judging you, but that's just I ain't in all of that. So anyway, um, for those of you who are, excuse me, dealing with more than one situation, I don't know what's wrong with my throat. Excuse me, child. That's a sign. Okay, that is a real sign. But those of you who are dealing with more than one situation, it's it's incredible that it showed main and privilege because it's like I was saying in the beginning. I feel like somebody is meeting is like checking off all your little boxes as far as your standards go and what you have been asking for, and pay attention to what it is that you have manifested. It's all in the details, and spirit will give you what you're asking for. So I see that very clear with one person, and then the other person is just somebody that really you just have a love for that does not compare to anybody else. And so, good luck because that's, it's coming to that kind of pivotal moment in time where these are the decisions that you're going to be faced with. And, ultimately it's about, do I go with my heart or do I go with my head, And it's not to say that whoever the stable person is, the person who's checking off your boxes, is not somebody that you can fall in love with. You can definitely develop feelings and develop a relationship and all of that good stuff. And maybe it turns out great for you. It would seem so. I feel like whatever decision you make, it does turn out good. But it's the fear of being with what you don't know versus what you do know. Okay, so that's enough of that. Now let's get into the signs. Ooh, the way that took my voice, child, the communication, like what is going on, people? My cards got mixed up here. Okay, all the way from Aries to Pisces and matters of the heart. What is the message, Spirit? Starting with Aries. You get really good news coming in from somebody that you thought you lost, okay? Somebody that you thought a situation was dead and gone with or that you had regret over comes and reaches out to you at this time. Taurus. Taurus, you got this the last time. Ace of Cups and Ten of Cups. And I'll say it to you again if you didn't see my last collective reading. I mean, seriously, I want to go to the wedding, okay? Because this is crazy. This literally the two exact same cards. Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups. Your life is great. Your life is grand. You have the best and greatest and truest love of all time. And I want to be a part of it, okay? People are literally going to be doing a praise dance around you because, come on. That's right. Gemini. I feel like you have a lot of love for someone, or this person has a lot of love for you, but for whatever reason, you're not telling each other. The fuck's wrong with you? Just tell this person how you feel, okay? Like somebody here can't close, but if you're wondering, do they love you? Yes, they do. They're madly in love with you. And I don't know why the hell this is a secret. Cancer, a situation that you were really stressed about turns out well, okay? You were really stressed out about something with somebody because you were afraid of the karma. Maybe put the shoe where it fits, but what I'm getting from this is that somebody did someone very filthy, okay? And so you are afraid because of what the history shows and karma and all of that other stuff, but I feel like there's nothing really to be worried about. It turns out in your favor, okay? Like you get what you want out of the situation, even when you feel like you don't deserve it, something like that. Leo, you and this person both feel the same way about each other. It's just a matter of discussing it. I feel like you, of all people, being a fire sign, you need to say what it is. I do feel like you do see this. Spirit is saying that speaking your truth, the truth shall set you free type shit, okay? But with the Two of Cups, you and this person, again, there's a mutual feeling. So if you're scared to tell this person that you love them, don't be, because they love you as well, all right? Or they want the same things that you want. Virgo, after a long and hard situation, you end up with a new opportunity that is much better, okay? I do feel like something did hurt you with the Ten of Swords, and you had to put it to an end. It had to end, and you had to make this change. But with death comes rebirth, okay? The Ace of Pentacles is God offering you something much more stable, much more committed. But after this hard ending or this deep transformation, okay? Oh, Libra, I don't think you want to be in a relationship anymore. I think that you are realizing that you could do bad all by yourself, or you can do great all by yourself, more so. Um, excuse me. Excuse me. Communication, scared. Excuse me. I think that you're having a conversation that is a long time coming, and maybe, excuse me again, it may be really hard for you to get this out, or for this person to receive this information, but I do think ultimately you are freeing yourself of the situation altogether. It's like you don't want to be in this mess anymore, okay, is what I'm hearing. Like you had enough. Scorpio, after a deep change that took you by surprise, there's very happy energy on the other side of that. I feel like you'll be the happiest that you've been in a long time. Also, for some of you, I have to say this, you can find out that you are about 3 months pregnant. So congratulations. You didn't know, you had no idea, because you was probably partying and drinking and living your best fucking life at Summer Jam. And lo and behold, boom, a baby. Congratulations. It's a pleasant surprise, whatever this is. That's all I'm going to say. For a lot of you, it's pregnant. Enjoy. Who's after Scorpio? Sagittarius. There is a great, like, something that you've always wanted. I'm hearing the wedding of my dreams is what I just heard for Sagittarius. Wow. It's not a wedding for everybody, obviously, but I do feel like there's some grand celebration around you, okay? Like, you're the star of this celebration. You are being venerated for something, recognized for something. Um, you're taken on a date. Like, this is some grand ass, like, you day, okay? Like, I don't, it's obviously not your birthday because we're in the middle of the fucking summer, but there's something around you almost like a holiday. Like, they're celebrating you, you're being recognized for something. This can definitely be just from your one partner who's just like wants to take you out on a really nice date, or something that you've always dreamed of happening. It's fucking happening, and it's really nice. It's really nice. I think it takes a lot of you by surprise because you're with someone who's like not so romantic, is what I'm hearing. Like, somebody, this person is a little more like just practical than they are like affectionate or romancy or something like that. So you're really swept off your feet by whatever this gesture is, okay? Capricorn. Capricorn. You are moving on as well. There's definitely great success attached to this. Some of you, that's kind of fucked up, but it is what it is. It's not really fucked up, because if you doing that, is because this person just didn't deserve something. But this could be an extreme situation. It's obviously not for everybody, but I'm getting kind of like you win the lotto and you disappear. Like, something really good happens to you and you like, You didn't even say nothing to whoever. You just like, bitch, oh yeah, I'm a millionaire now. I'm out of here. Fuck you, fuck your mother, fuck everybody. So I guess that's a good energy, but there's definitely um, something around you just leaving a bad situation for good, and it's like it rolls in with all of this like positivity and just like destined happiness for you because I feel like for a long time you haven't been truly happy. So this change, this turn of events is what I'm hearing, really turns you into a new person completely. Okay, wow. That was kind of big. That was a lot. Aquarius, you're meeting somebody new. This person is a soulmate. You're going to have a ball. Probably one of them people who got more than one suitor, Aquarius, because you know you're a messy boots. And don't say you're not. Don't even try it. I know. Because I love Aquarius. Because I'm a fire sign. And fire and air go together like peanut butter and jelly. And so I know you messy boots. But whoever this new person is, it's worth it. So do that. Last but not least, Pisces. Something that you manifested is definitely coming into fruition. Now, I have to say this. I don't want to attach this, but I have to. Because look who's down there. Okay, and these threes are here, so I do have to say it. There is somebody trying to interfere in your connection. It's a third party situation. I don't feel necessarily that this is a love interest. It could be because a lot of us are dealing with more than one person, as I explained in the collective message. But hear me out. With this attachment, I feel this is like this feels long, like family attachment. Okay, like so this is somebody's mother, somebody's father, somebody's siblings, grandparent, perhaps, some sort of guardian. Okay, who raised you or raised this person is not feeling this union. They're not feeling it, and they are diligently getting in the way. All right. For others of you, yes, there's a third party, and it's on some like may the best man win. Like this person knows about you, so they really are actively trying to compete and like I'm gonna beat a motherfucker. But for others of you, I don't even think it's another love situation. It feels like somebody's mom or like some elder, somebody who pampered this baby's butt. They not feeling this connection because they don't like the change that's being made in like if this is your mom, like let's say for example, right, and if this is your mom that doesn't like your boyfriend and they're about to get married or whatever like that, and she's like trying to do everything to fuck that up, it has a lot to do with like her separation anxiety. Like she feels like something in her life is going to change if you get married to someone. So I hope that makes sense. That is the love message that I felt compelled to share with y'all. And yes, if you like to book a private reading, I'm still available for those. Love, light, and abundance.